That's the thing. It builds the insecurities in a sense because now you are with me, ne? And then you look at somebody, kama tailoring. Not even I have experienced that, Luena. You get, and then you turn around and say, "But I wouldn't pursue that. I'm with you. It's like I'm your second best now."
And it's not the case.
You've just stepped into an empty street, a podcast where we casually engage in difficult conversations about relationships, wealth, and health. We are just two curious gentlemen who ask questions almost about everything, and our aim is to find answers from others and within ourselves. We sit down every week to explore unaltered conversations. So let's walk the talk together, and welcome to the Empty Street Podcast.
In 3,
2,
1 and we're rolling. Welcome to the Empty Street Podcast. And
live once again.
back with another one. Yeah,
Today we
man.
have a special lady.
The very first lady in the podcast.
the very first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First.
Been watching. I haven't
The
seen one.
very first and the second guest.
Yeah, the second guest, yeah.
Okay.
Podcast.
So yeah, man, we have Mary. It's been a while since we've seen each other.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yo, it's
been a
been
Especially
a
on my side.
moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you guys can talk on WhatsApp, maybe you're kind of familiar, but yeah, for me it's been a while.
Yeah, you guys have
Then
been
what
strangers.
were you up to all along?
Bruh, it's just been adulting.
Everyone
The
complain
word-
like an adult.
Yo, I feel like the word tired is part of an adult's vocab.
Sure.
You are always tired. At some point, very exhausted. You just want to sleep, and there's no time for that.
Okay.
There's really no time for that. But yeah, I've been pushing it.
So, who's Mary?
Yo, okay. This is me.
Okay.
Yeah, but about me, there's just a lot, and I can't fit everything right here. I'm the jack of all trades.
Yeah.
But what I can say is that I'm a qualified IT specialist. In the multimedia industry. So I'm a graphic designer.
Yeah.
I'm a hairdresser. I'm a dancer. I'm an upcoming makeup artist. Shout out to Passion Fruit.
Okay. Yeah, shout out to her.
Shout out.
Yeah, we see you next.
And there's a lot more. I'm a sister. I'm just a lot. I'm an aunt.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's great.
I'm a woman, so everything comes under that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's the most I can say about me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess
Thank
now
you
we've
for
been
coming.
updated.
Yeah. Yeah. At least
updated.
we know now.
Yeah, at least we know.
Yeah.
Then it's nice to have you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Welcome
It's
to
really,
the street.
Yeah.
Thank you. I
Now
really
you're walking
feel
the street with
welcome
us.
with
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want to see Pretoria and today.
Yeah. Pretoria
Yeah.
CBD.
Pretoria CBD, we walking the street.
Hometown.
Hometown. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Chili pepper. I miss the chili pepper. Yeah.
Everything is chill, even this meal.
Oh, that's why baby is the chili pepper.
Yeah.
So already when you got
Oh, so everything is hot.
Oh, now it makes sense.
Yeah.
Because this is really hot. This is
Yeah.
really hot.
And I didn't
but
ask
it's
for
lovely.
Yeah, you don't need to ask for it.
I didn't ask
When you
for
when
it.
you come,
comes
When you
with
get
the
inside, I know everything is chill.
yeah, it's only drinks that are not chili. At least.
There could be though. There could be.
But
Yeah.
there's a chilli place
It's a
when
nice
pepper.
place. It just opened
Yeah.
not so long ago.
not so long ago. I
So-
think it's a month ago.
Yeah.
A month ago.
Yeah.
So it's a nice place where you can come and with your friends and family, and we just saw
There was a
family
family
yeah,
that side
family
as well.
that
So yeah,
So
it's a
your
dope
partner, even with your partner,
place. Yeah.
you come and chill and have some
Yeah.
fun and have a
Yeah,
nice
or if
meal.
you're single, you can just
Come
come
alone.
alone and spot some crushes. There could be people that you can see, and you're like, yeah, this one I want to talk to them, and you just mingle.
But also some could come here, but not really partner and still spot crushes.
Yeah.
Like you're talking about single people.
Yeah, sure.
You know?
Being on there, like if you say, is it okay for you to have a crush, meanwhile you're in a serious relationship, if I may say that?
To tell you the truth, I feel like Matho atatseha, you know?
Yeah.
When you seated and looking, you're definitely gonna go like, ooh,
Yeah.
you know, that person, well, you know, you are even married.
Yes.
You know? The problem starts when you put actions to that feeling or emotion or whatever that you just portrayed.
Okay, yes.
You know? Because now, and you're seated there, you're spotting somebody, and then jiggy, you want to stand up and go for it. You know, it doesn't mean whole level to somebody and then I'll cut just make a move there and there. More especially whole relationship. I feel like that's unfair for your partner because now
Yeah, I guess the action is the problem.
the action is the problem.
Or taking things forward and all of that.
Yes, I feel like the action is the problem. You can do whatever, it's fine. You can look, you can even, I don't know, go like say something about it, you know. But putting it in action, like standing up, going to them, asking for numbers, you know, telling them, you now Katilo, whatnot.
Yeah.
Now that's the problem.
Yeah. And now all of a sudden you're staring and making wings, you're being flirtatious and all of that. So yeah, it's a problem. Well, we human beings, man. I don't think it's that much of a problem because I think everyone has that thing with it. You see someone and then they catch your attention. Like you can't help that.
Yeah.
But it's what you're saying, Uguti. When you're actually taking measures to entertain that or make some action to show Uguti, you could be interested or there could be potential in that someone, and then that's where the problem is. When what do you think, that?
I wanna having a crush. Fun ukuthi ngibone ngidlulela ngidlela ukuthi. Right. Then bese ngiyadlula ngibona umunye akudla. Because ngiyakwazi ngithi ngeke ngakudla before. Then it's like, ish. I wish ukuthi ngabe. Nami ngadlela ukuthi ukhale.
Yeah.
So into kanjalo yabona.
Or azange wakudla before, but appetizing
yes. Bakubhekile ngiyabona ukuthi ish, I can have that.
Yeah.
But then because as usual taking measures, taking steps with then now maybe let's say that's not part of the budget or I'm saying the limit just because then we right. So now I must step on so the class so then that's where it becomes a problem. Because that's where now you should remember you are committed to this. It's like being committed on your budget.
Yeah.
So now you just fail yourself if you just get in, then you have
just
this
cheated.
Yeah, you just kill yourself.
Yeah.
It's like you just pull a trigger on yourself. So
So can we? Is it safe? Is it safe to say, Horin, it's part of cheating?
Taking action on
taking action.
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
Because now I get one thing leads to another. It starts as kopela di number and then you give me your number. I go there, hey handsome or hey beautiful, you know, and then it's flirting. From that, can we go out? Let's go grab this, you know, let's go. And then from there on, you know, let's just book out. It's one thing to another. Cheating is a process, guys. You know, I don't get people who say, no, you know, it was a mistake. That time you went there, you know, you texted this person or you called this person, you met up, you paid a bill, you know, or they paid a bill, and then like you're somewhere else. Because now you need to make sure that your significant other doesn't find out, right?
Yeah.
That means everything is under the carpet. You take extra measures to do that thing, and then you're like, no, it's a mistake. No, it's not.
It was a decision.
Once,
I think it was around 2015. 2015, you know what? 2014, you know what I used to do? I had a woman that I know I'm committed to. Then what I used to do, I used to have crushes. Not a crush, crushes, right? Yes. So if maybe I see someone, then I feel like, oh, right? I will go to them just to fulfill whatever I'm feeling. Make sure I take their numbers. Then from there,
You even made sure.
Sure.
Do you understand the effort?
Yeah,
Yes.
the
Like,
effort.
yeah, I make sure that I approach. It's either they will give me their numbers or they don't, but either way, I have to fulfill whatever I felt to approach. Right? I will take those numbers. After taking those numbers, you know what I do? I delete them.
Yeah. So you just fed the demon
Yes,
and then that's it.
it was all about feeding the demon inside. Not about, I actually want to cheat.
So
And
would
it
you
was
say
fun
that's
to me.
cheating?
now
Because he actually made
this,
he made action to take the numbers, but now he's not
He
using the
didn't
numbers.
use the numbers.
Yes.
Yeah.
And even after maybe I will meet with her sometime, then like, oh, you didn't call. I was like, oh, I know, man, I forgot. I'll text you.
Yeah.
Then boom, we're done.
But now if your partner found out,
What you did there, agree. Now you took the numbers.
Yes.
Ne?
Yes.
I found out that you took the numbers. Maybe they told me, or
Yeah.
I don't know. I somehow find out that you took the number.
Yeah.
To me, it's not gonna be that when I was there the number, the one
I
you delete.
delete, yeah.
You know, but you better see.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's
You
true.
use those
that's
numbers,
true.
and
That's true.
there's probably something that you did, and then when you delete them around. You understand? There's always unsolved mysteries behind the Lonyana. So because now it's your word against whoever.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
We're not the number, you're not feeling the number.
Yeah.
And then now the numbers are what they.
Now,
Me as your partner, I'm gonna go like, okay, be like I the numbers there. So the berekisi to the delete just so I don't find out. Not knowing what when you are just feeling that thing, I just wanna know it. Was it in kisa
yeah. You know, it comes down to what, ne? When let's say maybe someone told you that I took their numbers. Maybe the actual person told you that.
told me, yeah.
Yeah. But now it comes down to a point. How are you going to handle that?
Hence again,
Yes. Let's say we are forgetting. Then young taller, then we're like. Now, if we structure it, so you can't say with, I had to took some other girl's number.
No,
Hey, girls
but
always have their own way.
Girls
Girls always have their own way.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Okay, now they say they
It's
say
always like that.
yes.
It's like, yo.
Now let's say maybe after that, I tell you straight up, Uti, I took her number. I'm honest with you,
Yeah.
right? Like you think I would say no, I didn't take that. I said I took her number, and I deleted them after.
That's the thing. Now,
But now-
people got trusting. You took their numbers,
Yeah.
right? And that you are admitting.
Yes.
And then you deleted their numbers. I checked whether they're deleted.
Yes.
To me, it's not gonna be gore wena o tsere di number tse wa di delete.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
to me, gore o tsere di number tse wa di Spanish fetsa wa di delete.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, this is
That's
Which,
fine.
now
which is fair,
trust.
because that's
Hey.
how it usually
Yes,
works.
yes,
When you
that's
take
fine.
someone's number, like we know, Guti, you as a girl, if someone comes and you give them your number, you know, Guti, what's the like that person is not gonna be like, I'm just taking your number just for the sake of it.
just for
You
just
know
to
what
prove
name is
it's
gonna
another
follow.
game. Hey.
Yeah, so I think it's about Leo Guti. You consider, and I think we can put that under micro cheating. It's these things that we are not aware that we don't think that they could lead to us being perceived as cheating, but we do them innocently. But they actually, on the other person's perspective, they're like, yeah, those are deal breakers, or that person kind of feels insecure in a way, or the trust gets jeopardized in a way. Because I mean, in relationships, I think now we always know, Guti, there is a very high possibility that my person could cheat, but you're like, I choose to trust them.
Yeah.
But now, if those actions happen, ukuthi umuntu wakho goes and takes a number, or your girlfriend gives a number to out every crush yakhe, and then you see ukuthi, it's like you're considering something there. You're considering taking some steps
Now
there.
trust ya teng ya teka teka.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
when I'm emotional, there's this question in I think I do.
Yeah,
I was I would cheat
yeah.
for two partners, right? Check. Let's say we are in a regime, then we committed. So, if Law cheat, and maybe Law cheat, So into ibuya la into ukuthi ukucheata lo ucheata ngalento yokuthi no mina ngiyazazi lese maybe uyangena kuso relationship uba nalento ukuthi mina mangena relationship a part of your values I don't cheat. Doesn't matter if my partner is cheating or is doing what. But for me, I know if in a relationship I don't cheat. Right? Then or uthi ube nalento ukuthi no, I mean I don't cheat because of no mood. So you're saying when uthi you don't cheat because you have someone or you don't cheat because you don't cheat.
I think it depends on whomever that's saying that. You know?
Yeah.
Let's say, would you say that? Would you say not cheating is your core value, or you just don't cheat because you're committed at that time? You know, and besides, I mean, if you are alone, I don't think it's considered cheating in a sense, because who are you cheating on?
You're
You know?
non-exclusive.
Yeah, you are just
Yeah.
out there trying to find the one, maybe, you know, or you are out there mingling.
Yeah.
Single and mingle.
Yeah.
You're mingling, you know. But now it only becomes cheating when you are doing it on somebody. You get to another partner, you are committed. I feel like even the word committed shouldn't be part of the sentence, because the whole Nali partner, you should automatically be committed to them up until decided otherwise.
Yeah.
I don't know if it makes sense now. I feel like
No, mina the way they ngibeka ngakhona ngibeka ukuthi la ngiyayibona is mawuzuma the way usho ngakhona ne. But now sengibuza to this point ukuthi mawumuntu wena mawurelationship wena if ipartner yakhe iyacheata uzubuhlungu, right? Because they cheated on you.
yeah.
Right. But when would you do the same if they cheat?
Like
Would
this
I-
type of revenge
Yeah,
thing.
this type of
tit for
revenge
tat,
thing.
ukuthi if ever cheatile nawe uzomlaya.
Yeah,
nawe,
uzomlaya,
and you're
or
gonna cheat.
when you won't cheat just because part of your value says I don't cheat once
Well,
I become
yes,
I
I
get you
think,
now.
yeah, I get you now. Yeah, it's about the core values more,
Yeah.
right? Personally, I'm not the type yahori uchitile lenako cheater. First of all, it's nothing more. You know, this person maybe come problem lang with a mistake. Naki believe or process. There's effort. There's a whole lot of things put into that. You know, for the mere fact that you were doing them behind my back, trying to hide the traces and whatnot,
Yeah.
bruh, that's a lot. You know, so if you ne, just so you can have a night with them or maybe a week with them, where does that put me? You know, so take more. I don't need to go cheat back on you because you cheated. I leave, bruh. I pack my stuff. I'm out.
Why do some girls stay after being cheated on?
It said Uguti, love is blind. Ne? I personally don't believe that.
Is it love
But-
that is blind or emotions that are clouding?
Blinding.
Yeah, I don't know.
And
However they
people-
put it.
That way, maybe we can say love is an emotion that kind of blinds us, because now our rationale is not working.
Yeah, because now another thing could ugas policy mode. You know, sometimes like I was finding out. You know, that way I will. So I wouldn't say, well, maybe it's not happening to me or whatever,
Yeah,
you know,
you'd
because
never know.
now I'm
You'd
there,
never
I'm
know.
in that relationship, I'm committed, or I'm in my current relationship, I'm very much committed, but because I'm not given a reason, you're with you, hey,
Yeah.
watch out, you know. But then now, I personally don't have a reason and a revenge, because when now cheating, now I'm gonna do the same,
Yeah.
you know. But people do it out there, and people be like, you know, this is my ride or die. If he does something, I'm gonna revenge it, and then we're gonna work out things, and then we die. Like Ramuva, you get that's them.
So
You know,
manje-
you wouldn't really know why some people do whatever they do, because at the end of the day, decide I'm gonna get a decision
Yes.
tailoring, they take it.
Yeah.
But personally, with you know what? If he cheats, we can talk it through. If she cheats, because some people don't take it lightly, bruh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You cheat, they leave. You cheat, they do really funny things on you.
So for when let's say your partner cheats on you, then you just found out, what do? You just take your things and leave, or you try to find out why did you do that?
Reason?
Yeah.
No. You're gonna reason because you have your own reasons. You're gonna tell me no, you didn't have time.
Yeah.
No, you didn't. No, I don't flipping care, bruh.
You know,
I don't give a
for my
I don't
for
care
my
a
side,
damn.
for my side,
Yeah.
for my side, according to me, if I found out that I've been cheated on, I won't just say get out of my house or let me just fuck off. Right? What I will do is that I will really want a reason why did you do that. Like it comes to a point that I want you to understand what you did and why did you do it, right? And give me a reason where did I go wrong. It's not about you, but it's about me. So that going forward, I know where I land, so that I don't repeat the same mistake that made you maybe to cheat, right?
But now you see, the thing with that, the problem I have with that, say when
Yeah.
someone cheats and the first thing we do is think that the problem
Maybe
was
it's me.
us.
Hey.
Is now we should understand that most people are empty inside and always want to feel a
Yeah.
void. So it's not about,
About
you.
you.
When I cheat on you, it's not about you
It
did
has
something wrong
everything
most
to
of
do
the
with
time.
you.
Yes. I totally
Exactly.
agree with that. I totally agree
Exactly.
with. So yazi leyo say mina mangibuza yazingibuzelana, because there's one thing engiyazi, sonke we are going through a lot, right? As ngisho mangithi mina ngilanda uChilli then just ngithatha amanamba just ngifufela leya demon
Yeah.
into yami, right?
But you can
Enginayo.
substitute
yeah,
your
you can
feeling.
yeah, you can substitute that feeling, right? But now uyayibona ukuthi into engakhona affect relationship yami.
Yeah.
So manje maybe I wonder if we're on this table, once you get to this table, once you hear there is a force that you apply. Same as in a relationship. As much as lo muntu ngasho ukuthi angacheat, cheating ama reasons why, right? But I'm involved. While I'm involved, there is a force that I apply. So there is 1%, but the force is called, right? So if lo muntu loyo ngasho ukuthi uzenzelile yena ukuthi because bafuna ukwenza lo, but I still want to know why akwenzile. So that to those things, so I can learn
Did
one
it
or
have
two
something
things.
to
It
do
is
with
with
you or
me.
not?
Yeah,
Yeah.
not like ukuthi I'm insecure ukuthi maybe uyenze ngami, no. But khona understand this thing ngani ngizokhona ukuthi ngiyithole.
Okay, that
so
way,
that going
yeah.
forward.
And then you stay.
Yeah.
You stay.
Oh.
Oh.
No, I'm asking
I
for that
thought you
question.
ask and then you
You
understand
stay,
the marriage.
you may
No.
You stay and you're like,
Yeah, because one thing I realized is that for your guys, it's never easy to forgive somebody for cheating, you know. But look, guy and child, they expect us as women to forgive them for
Yeah.
cheating, you know. But they would never look your way.
Yeah.
Or
But we've
blink
seen it
once.
happening. I mean, girls have been more forgiving to guys who
Guys,
cheated more than
and-
guys have been to girls.
You know.
And yeah.
And it's a thing out there, people actually be like, wait again, no, make it fair. Bruh, don't just do it and expect
But
me
I
to
guess
be like,
I guess
no.
it comes from biologically understanding that men and women cheat for different reasons.
Yeah, true.
And when you cheat on me, it involves emotions with you, with the person that you cheated with.
So
Most
like
of the
some
time.
women cheat to replace.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying most of the time. But right now, women are getting very dangerous with this cheating thing. They can detach themselves from the sex. So I always ask myself,
Yeah, they are
are they
cheating
really healthy though? If they can detach like that, because for us, it comes. It's part of us. It doesn't even need us to be aware or not. For us, sex is just sex, and it doesn't mean anything. And that's why that you can't keep a man with sex,
Yeah.
because sex doesn't mean shit to him, but the
Yeah.
treatment means something.
And
So
respect.
exactly.
Hey,
So I think that's why most guys can't take it, because right now you understand that your woman detached from you emotionally and went on with this other guy. But for me as a guy, and most girls understand it, but it's not something they are very aware of. They understand that, yeah, he could have cheated, but it doesn't mean
We say
anything.
hi.
Exactly. That's what they always say. So according to my own understanding of my own theory, in a way, I see it like that. I don't know how true it is, or someone could have an objection on that.
No, you're totally right. I mean, it's your opinion. Well,
Yeah,
this is
yeah.
and our opinion is wrong, and we can't really speak for everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you know,
of course.
but
of course.
yeah, but for tipinyana erihiting kadilo, you know, just like the ones that we mentioned, you know, some women, let me just not say women, some women cheat to replace,
Yeah.
you know, and then some actually are like guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
yeah,
know?
Yeah.
They go out there, cheat, come back because it didn't mean anything
Yeah.
to them. You know, they just wanted to feed that little thing and then come back.
Yeah.
And then life goes on like it's nothing. You know? So I feel like it's not a gender thing per se, but a human
A
thing.
human thing. A human. Yeah. Like I'll totally agree with you on that one, because
It's a human thing.
there are stats, I just can't pull them up right now, but women cheat as much as men right now.
You
so you
understand?
see, it's not a gender thing, but
Yeah.
it's a human thing. It's
Yeah.
just that maybe back then women were suppressed into
Now they are
not
more.
considering cheating. Now women are just they are they are what empowered.
Yeah, we are.
Empowered.
We are.
Empowerment.
So they
So,
can
yeah.
do whatever they want.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's selfish kind of committing to someone and then knowing at the back of your mind, or making those decisions that you're gonna still be tempted and do something. I mean, you
That's
can just be honest with people and be like, hey, look, I'm attracted to you, and if you're attracted back to me, that's nice. But what I just want to tell you is that I don't want to be exclusive with you. And then that's it. That person agrees, they disagree. That's it. You've been honest that you don't
Yeah.
want to look at them alone.
Yeah.
That,
So at least they know what
they
they're getting
know
themselves
that
into.
they're getting.
Right now, I
That
think,
comes back to there's actually a thing out there, but it's an open relationship, you know.
Exactly.
Because now, o ka nna le motho and then la bolela ka yona hore, you know, yes, I love you, you know. Ke na le this strong feeling towards you. But then I get motho na mo posing e one, you understand? So now how about we have an open thing? Let's have an open relationship.
Yeah.
You know, let's have an open marriage. That way, you tell me, "Horo na le motho mo so," or this is, and you guys are just having this thing. But maybe you guys are just intimate and that's it, you know, or you guys are just flirting, that's it. But tell me, that way I know. And also, hey, I'm like, that's like professional cheating in a sense.
But I feel like people who are doing that, who say let's have an open relationship, it's more sexual than saying it.
yeah, usually
Yeah,
it's
usually
sexual.
it
More
is.
sexual.
Yeah, it's more sexual.
yeah.
Because they leave that open door. You say, wait, no, we'll come back to it. Then
Yeah.
they go separate ways. They live their life. Then they come back when their desire is there. You
Yeah.
see? Because now, sexuality, penepini no bora sometimes. Yeah, what? No, kala bese ngelilang ithi asikani break.
Those are
Ukwazi
sexual
ukuthi,
desires.
Yazi manje
Yeah.
buya nikhona ukuthi awona libe nomdlalo kodwa that movement isisekhona la. Yabona, so into kanjani, that's why when they leave that open to say open relationship, you can go away and have different dates. Go out on a
Yeah,
date.
well,
So,
that's the same thing Will Smith and Jada did. Lento yokuthi you should go and find your happiness. They put it so fancy, ukuthi you go and find your own happiness and I find mine and we come back and we fill each other's cups. But it wasn't about just happiness. They were just vague. It was about sexual happiness. And that's what Jada did. She got her sexual happiness from August, and then Will Smith
Entanglement.
got it. Yeah, entanglement.
yeah.
And then Will Smith got it from where he got it, if there was even that. So,
Yeah.
yeah, you can make those kind of arguments.
But what's your say towards that? I mean, I don't think emotionally, lebamo space in say during you were in Helitonga. you know.
Yeah.
A lot of
Yeah,
things
I
change.
think you guys are just doing it more, especially Helinet.
Yeah.
Having an open marriage, you end up just doing it for the asset that's for Bana, you know, for
I think even
the
for
empire
them, that's what
you
it-
built
Yeah,
together.
yeah. I think they've separated long ago, but it's just for
Formality.
That's why he said he's my lifetime partner.
yeah,
Yeah, that's why he
yeah,
said.
my ride or die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So even if he can have another woman on the side, but that woman must know with him. Yeah, there's this one.
Yeah.
Am I right? It's tricky.
It's
Oh,
okay.
it's tricky.
It's a very tricky dynamic.
Yeah.
It's a very tricky dynamic.
Mara, so it's we can't run away from
Hey, we're
there.
humans, man. We're
Yeah.
flawed. We are
The
very
thing is that
flawed.
it's reality.
Yeah.
Things that people are actually.
Yeah, just when they're out there, they're exposed, so we know about that. But this thing is still happening in a household where you don't know about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but about relate and just they didn't come out to say, look,
Yeah.
yeah, this thing is happening to me. So yeah, it's just lives in general.
But now, when it comes to trust, you see, we understand how humans can be serial cheaters and all of that. How they can twist the fabric of truth and get away with something. But you never get away with anything because you twist the fabric of truth with your lies and you get involved in this spider web of lies.
Yeah.
But eventually, the fabric snaps back and
It
everything
hits
just
you right in the face.
Exactly. And yeah, in the history, I don't think there's ever been anyone who's gotten away with anything. But how do we, as now, the modern people, because I don't think our relationship dynamics, our sexuality, there has been a generation who've experienced what we are experiencing, like exactly.
Yeah.
So I like to think that as this generation, we don't have a blueprint for dating, for maintaining relationships, because there's a lot of things involved.
Yeah.
And one of those things which is most powerful is our cell phones.
Yeah.
And our cell phones, I think, are the main things that are breaking trust in our relationships. Because on our cell phones, we always talking to someone, always have options, there's always someone.
You are always ready
How
to
do we-
replace. It's
Exactly.
like you have a
It's like-
placeholder.
yeah.
You
You
know,
are always
Yeah.
ready
We
to
don't
use
think
somebody
about-
as a rebound.
Yeah.
You're always ready to go cry because somebody else. You're always ready to be like, you know what? Come on, mama get and then you stand up, you go there, you release whatever that you have, you come back, you're okay.
Yeah.
But we always
it
have
becomes
a backup.
a trigger to always want to fight. It's easy to start a fight.
Yeah,
It's easy.
awunengi.
Yeah, awunengi,
Awunengi. When
you
you know
know.
Guti, you have an
Yeah.
option, awunengi, and you're not gonna be patient with your person. You're not gonna be, it's like, fuck, when I will die. You stepped on my feet. Stack. Zokbamba. Angiphelelanga kuwe. So
Exactly.
you're operating on that abundance mindset
Yeah.
instead of thinking of your person as, this is the person I want to be with. You're like, khona omunye. So how do we create an environment where it can be easy to trust each other in that space? Not specifically with phones, but phones included as well.
That
And
is
knowing
nice.
Ukuthi your person can get out there and spot someone that they can crush on, or someone that they can potentially have their numbers and start something. How do we then
I don't know,
reassure
'cause
our partners Ukuthi, most especially as Tina Machita, because Tina is a Machita, even if we're walking in the street, it's walk an hour, and then I spot someone with a feature that's attractive, whether it's ass, face, or whatever, and I stay and all of that, and you catch me staring, and all of a sudden you get mad.
The fight.
And and then the fight starts. So, but we know with you, I'd never pursue that. I'm with you right now.
Me just
But that's
But
the
how do
thing.
we create-
That's the thing. It builds the insecurities in a sense because now you are with me, ne? And then you look at somebody, kama tailoring. Not even I have experienced that, Luena. You get, and then you turn around and say, "But I wouldn't pursue that. I'm with you. It's like I'm your second best now."
And it's not the case because we're visual, and most of the time it just happens. It takes much to control it. It takes much awareness that I can attest.
I see
It takes very strong awareness in yourself as a guy, not to look back when you're with your girl, not to look back at
Now, when I'm being honest, even though we do it, right? If maybe we're working with our partners, we're like, you're trying to control yourself. But at the end of the day, like, something wants to tear. So, yes, I'm with you.
Sometimes
but
you can't
then,
control
hey,
it.
sometimes you can't control it.
It's obviously it's a human thing because truth be told, we also have that, you know. But I feel like speaking for myself and some women who are like me, we control it way better than your guys.
Yeah.
You know, I look at that and I'm like, okay, you know, and yeah, you know,
Yeah,
and I know
like,
deep down I'm like, Jesus, yo, you know, but I just look at it as it's another guy, you know.
I think even us, we do that. We just look as them, okay.
Some stay,
it's
but
like staring, but they're like,
Yeah,
it
some go like-
differentiates with guys, but it's just like, oh, okay, okay, I know, and then you
It's all about
continue
fulfilling this.
fulfilling your eyes or whatever.
Yes.
Katamak.
Then from there you done. So depending
But
on
how do you then reassure our partners with it, regardless of that, regardless of our crushes that we could have and all
Trust
of that?
them. Trust them because there's nothing else you do. It's not like you, I don't know,
something
duplicate their
actionable,
phone
nah?
to yours.
Yeah.
You know, there's nothing you can do really but trust them and take their word for it.
Yeah.
You know? How Gary, they're not doing it. Trust them.
I think
Up
when
until you get physical, what do you call this? Physical proof.
yeah.
They're actually doing something.
I think when
But don't be stupid.
don't be stupid.
Don't. Hey, don't ignore the red flags and think it's a carnival. No.
Yeah.
I think into buze ukhona ukuthi maybe make sure you reassure your partner. Fanele kule nto ukuthi you should work on your own security first. Make sure alone. Just make sure those one you have them in order because they can definitely affect you. And make sure now we are you've been cheated on, right? You don't come with those baggage and you bring them here.
Yeah.
Make sure those things are being solved, you have dealt with when you come to this relationship. Like Ukraine. So I think before when it begins with you. Then from there, masongena relationship, songena ne culture. It's okay. You guys just create a culture. With how do we build trust? Right? Then if I'm building a home, we have to be committed. We have to be constant doing that. So even trust, we have to be committed, we have to be constant with what you do.
Yeah.
Right?
And
Even
trust breaks with inconsistency.
Yes.
That's why it's in our mama's cheaters, I'm a cheater. It's easy for them to
Yeah,
catch
to
us
catch
because
us.
we get inconsistent.
Very.
So-
Very.
so, yeah.
It's because Basadi, one thing about women is that we are very observant and very attentive, you know, and we cram your I don't say if I should say routine. Yes, I want to use that, but yeah, we cram everything about you know. I'd say even your breathing pattern.
Dangerous animals.
dangerous animals.
You know,
Dangerous creatures.
so we know every single thing, and you think Kurubona, it's very sharp, ne? And then when it's very sharp because maybe kama utiba, so you think, nah, I'm expecting this and this from you. Can't they know? It's just the way you move your fingers
Yeah.
when you talk to me. You know, there's this other lady that once said for him. I think it was on the radio. Ari, le phone ya phone. Hopala le phone ya phone. Hona bia no. When every day routine how ke hore o mo phone ka 7 we be a done. You know, jiggy it's like 30 minutes more. Now we be about 7:30, 1 hour more, 8:30. You know, okay. Phone ya how I ringa biao or maybe it ringa too much. It's obvious, ne? But then there's those ones whereby phone ya hona bia no, it's more silent. Because it's not. You know, like that small thing that you think they wouldn't notice.
Yeah.
Well, this is kaiti sort of pattern ya di messages tsa hao ke so kana kwa so ne le kana kwa so okra maybe text le motho mo so maybe it's not on a regular basis you
Yeah.
know. But whereby I'm like, okay, now I know who's so. That doesn't happen. I start because now something is changing.
Yeah.
Ne, and I'm like, hey, SK, who's so. How you reply to me? I'm like, no, something is wrong.
Detective, this one's
Yeah, this one's
detectives. But if you can give you guys, because guys seem to be oblivious when it comes to spotting
You
these things,
cannot
'cause
multitask.
you guys,
You cannot multitask, and that's, I don't want to say a fact because I can be proven wrong by somebody else, but yeah. Azangala multitask well,
Yeah.
this is how far this attention, this lacks a bit. You get, and it's really easy to spot.
yeah,
Trust me, it's very easy to spot.
okay. And if there's a guy out there, or at least wants to spot which partner out or is cheating on them, what are the giveaways that you guys have?
Yeah.
You want me
'Cause
to
for
tell
us-
our secrets now?
Well, of course, why not? This is the
Why
MC
not?
podcast.
You
We're
already
exploring
know
unaltered
us.
conversation.
You already know. I'm getting
You
our open
guys are
book.
clumsy. Anyway,
But for you guys-
I don't know, Nefandi one, but for me, it won't be easy for you to spot, number one, because now we become extra sure. You know, we become extra sure in a sense of I don't want to miss any step again.
Yeah.
You get, so how about now how only 3 times extra? Start suspecting.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
how many only 3 times extra? Let me say, o tell me to high 2. Kajeno tell ha 3. Kausano tell ha 3. They tell ha 3. Something is wrong.
Okay.
But
Like-
that could be easy with mistaking it with them just improving. on
No,
the
you will see. I feel like if you know your partner, you know when they're improving
I
and you
get-
know when they're becoming dodgy. You get improvement. You're not
Yeah.
spot away from that because now this person, they just let go of anything because now they feel guilty, right? What? Maybe we delay 1 hour late today. No, baby, it's fine. What do you want me to cook for you? Oh, I cooked. Your food is there. What no? Making hotel 1 hour late is like what what's some pota? Or delay laking, how na traffic what's some pota?
Yeah.
You know? But then now it's just the thing you're going to, oh, okay, no, are you tired?
Yeah.
No, let me get you a drink. Do you want coffee? You know, it's like 3 times extra because
They've been
you won't
occupied.
see it.
So you see with me and you, I think not specifically with spotting someone cheating, because I've never done that. I've never like wanted to see if someone is cheating and all of that. I've
not
never
fun.
seen a reason for that.
It's not fun.
You know. But with me and you, it's questions. There's a way we ask questions in a way that you're gonna dig a person until you get a certain reaction that shows there's something wrong. Just like you told me the other day with you asking someone a few questions, and then all of a sudden, the reaction here was like, all furious, and you're like,
Can't
and
go
then
on.
why?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's those
How
kinds of
tech-
things.
Yeah, because to you guys, you're scared of questions, and those questions that you know, would you doing something, so there's something that they trigger. Then instead for you to answer, you start being emotional.
It's only scary when I'm not prepared.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
want, you catch me off guard, I'm gonna mumble on my words like, hey.
That's why we don't prepare. We don't tell we're going to have interview today. No, like anytime it's like
Yeah.
I can ask
No,
that
when
question.
I'm
putting
being
someone-
when I'm being dodgy, I'm obviously preparing already for that.
Nah, for those questions we never
You can't.
prepare.
Yeah.
I don't think you can.
Yeah,
because
well,
it's not the usual questions
Usual
that you
questions.
think will come. But
It
yeah, I think
reminds me
another
of that
thing.
song, yeah, Bastard.
Which one is that?
Bastard, it's 2
Oh, yeah,
o'clock in
yeah.
the morning where you
Okay.
been. And she
I
mumbled
don't know that
throughout.
one.
You don't know.
I don't know that one.
You don't know that song?
Sing it again.
Yeah, but I know the name
Bastard,
too.
it's
No,
2 o'clock
arcade.
in the morning where you been. Yeah.
R. Kelly. Oh, I don't know. I don't.
Oh,
It's like
my
Lama
goodness.
conversation.
Oh, Lama conversation. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, that chick got busted, but I'm like,
Oh, I know it. I
Yeah.
know it, man. I know it. Yeah. And another thing, Aisha, that's maybe controversial. Women always say, we are in tune with our intuition.
Most of the
Notice
time.
how girls always show up when Velek Shuba
Yeah.
because of their intuition. And all
That
of a
is
sudden,
true.
no one feel let me just go to his place and then my figure say Shubile.
Yeah.
They are intact with their intuition. And for us guys, we not. We not. And I think that's one thing as well we could.
Yeah.
We could
They
just
normally
be-
say things like "kamufila," no,
Yeah.
there's something wrong.
Yeah.
They're gonna call you 10 million times.
Yeah, and it comes even with us guys, but they're like, maybe insecurity or we just ignore it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't want us to equip people on how to cheat, how to
Yeah.
catch someone cheating. But I should encourage you, people should be honest. That's it. And I've said this before on the first ever episode of Uti. Always tell the truth or at least don't lie. That's it.
And I think into is a lie which is uthi I'm a street workers like they must know uthi as now we could school on cheating, right? Cheating is something we cannot avoid. It will always be there. But just make sure uthi once you start going to another relationship or a new relationship, make sure you have dealt with your previous skeletons. You don't bring them into a new relationship because already that relationship is dead if you start them in that phase. So just make sure you deal with your inner problems first with yourself. Because if you don't do that,
Yeah,
Yeah.
because the trauma that is caused by someone cheating on you, it's being compared to it's worse than death. Imagine
That's deep.
you
That's
you
really
lose
deep.
you lose your mother and then your partner cheats on you,
on you.
but the one that's been registered to affect you the most is your partner cheating.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I would encourage as well. Uti, if you needed to see a therapist, go see a therapist after a relationship that you've been cheated on. And yeah, just work on.
It's not
just
only
work on
cheating.
it.
Not only, there are a lot of things that's happening there.
Yeah.
So just make sure you deal with everything that has affected you and that made you to have trauma. Yes.
Cheating is a deal breaker. That thing brings so much insecurities on one person because now I start questioning myself. That's why I think I said earlier on, Uguti, I don't question. I rather just pack and leave, and I'll find a way of dealing with it, and get over it because eventually I am gonna get over it. But then now, questioning, yeah, you don't have time for me, you don't do this, you don't do that. And it's not just that. I'm gonna take that plus checking, okay, fine. You cheated Kamoto, for instance, let me say me, so you cheated with somebody who are maybe bigger than me. You cheated with somebody who are parang biwivi. You cheated with somebody that has, really proper booty, and I'm looking at myself, I'm like, make it make sense.
But for me,
You know?
is if you're going to you guys, you have a problem amongst each other as women or ladies. That's why I feel up to that point. Ukuthi, even no matter umuntu okuchithela man mawuhamba le ndleleni unobona lo yathi yo ugqoke kanje yo yiyo lento le ayimfaneli. You guys have a problem vele ninodwa as women, the way we bear ngakhona, unless maybe you guys are friends. You can compliment each other, you can help each other. But lava about that side.
On a social level, I think women have. I think back then women were restricted in those communities back then. Which they should come together and be one unit.
Yeah.
They've been restricted back then. I don't know why. Our ancestors, they know, or maybe there is data that could show that. On a social level, right now, women, I think they haven't found a way to be friendly with one another as strangers. Be not just be friendly, but show some love to one another. You guys actually show love to one another as strangers in the bathrooms of clubs. That's the only thing I can say. Yeah, that's the part that you guys show love. But as guys, you meet a guy you don't know, you're automatically friends. It's easy to be friends. It's just easy to show each other some love.
Yeah.
So
I think towards that, I wouldn't say you guys are lying or anything. It happens. I've seen it. I've probably done it or I've been a victim a couple of times. Naively, yo. Anywho, but I always leave Kantweleya Hore. Mary, you are sort of invincible. You get, don't look at somebody as if you're not all late, because people do that because they're thinking what the next person is already judging them, and they exact that thing towards them already before even hearing anything from them. You get, so now even though you think the world is already against you, whereas awabulelali anyone, you know, awabulelali the world, but you already think they're against you.
You've concluded already.
Yeah. So now people have that thing, yo, you know, when I get to a place, people automatically think I'm a hoe. Did you talk to those people? Did they tell you that? You know, and then you get there, you're already giving the entire world attitude. You understand? So I think it comes that way before it actually gets to us sort of beefing with one another. You know, it starts that way because a couple of people told you that, no. You know, maybe the way that you dress, only hoes dress like that. You know, only this do that, only this do that. You know, and when you get to a place, you already have that at the back of your head. You know, I'm not gonna get there, and they're gonna be like, no, she looks like, you know. Because I think I've conditioned myself to that yoguti. I'm invincible. Hey, if you tell me about it, because well, back in the day, people thought Nekil snob, you know, when they come, and not snob Sela Sahuri. Oh my goodness. No. Nelly Sela Sahura, this one just wants to study. This one doesn't talk to people. You know? This one, she's you get, and they already isolated themselves from me. And now I told myself, you know what, I'm not gonna fetch anybody. If they don't see me, I'm not gonna see them. You know, up until people started actually coming to me, because most of the friends that I have, I didn't make them. they came to me, you know. And that's when I was like, you know, actually people are seeing me for something else that is not that they used to say I was. You know? So I think Kikamko it conditioning the owner before Africa to the world, and already say the world looks at me like this or sees me like this, and then they give the world attitude. You get so now, but to catch that attitude is gonna be women. You get, a guy doesn't care.
We don't care.
You don't care. You see me there, I'm like, you know, you don't care at them. You're like, what's going on there? Another female is gonna look at me on some, and then you get. So that's where it starts. It's not really hate amongst one another. It's what we conditioned our minds to, and how we expect people to see, or maybe the treatment that we expect from people already, and then otaka. You get, I think that's why.
Okay.
I do understand.
I some perspective change.
No.
So what are your last words?
Yes.
Are your last
What
words?
are your last words to our street walkers?
Don't cheat. Yo, don't cheat.
But that's impossible. That's impossible to
it's
ask,
out
because
there.
people are cheating like no one's using.
It's like it's part of a daily routine. People just do it, you know. But I think if you wanna be that person, if you wanna be a social butterfly, do not commit to a person. Just do not commit.
Don't promise them things that you can't.
Don't even marry anybody. Don't go out there, Bona, you are my one and only, take this forever and ever, amen. And then you go out and pursue other people. That's really unfair. You are wasting your time, you are wasting the next person's time. You are just, you are just being unnecessary, you know, because you could be out there being a social butterfly like you want to. You get, so if onyako commit, stay committed. Temptations it's just gonna be a whole emotional roller coaster, or whatever you could call it, but make sure, Hori, you stay in line with the values that you set in zona for that time. You get, And I'm not saying Uri, when it gets somehow, don't leave. You know, sometimes Okraluri, whomever that you're saying you want to be committed to, you guys are not compatible. You get lidronkile ke yona nako and you're like, ah man, my one and only until infinite. And then along the line you're like, but it's not really working. You know, leave. Leave, really.
along,
You guys are tearing one another Lindsay more because now you are just wasting one another's time whereby okaya kontle wa kera ntho e o e batlang, you know. And sometimes it's not really maybe le wastelana nako or something. You want somebody and that person is already taken by somebody else, and then now you are with this one, you know. It happens. It's out there everywhere. Learn to love this one and move on because you chose.
You made a choice.
You made a choice.
You made a
It comes
choice.
down
Back to that episode.
That episode now where we said, once you make a choice,
Go on.
Yeah.
Stop wasting the next person's time. You know,
and
because
take responsibility.
exactly. You know, so yeah, I feel like just remain true to yourself.
Yeah.
If you wanna be out there, go out there and don't lock somebody's daughter or son and be like, when you are mine, and then when you are outside. No.
I think those
It's not
those
fair.
are the strongest ways to close the episode.
Yeah.
Those are the strongest. Yeah.
Yeah, so I
Thank you
think
for pulling through.
Yeah,
man. This
yeah.
has been a
Thanks,
great
guys.
conversation. You know?
Yeah.
It's been a great conversation.
yeah.
Yeah, we
Thanks
learned
for
a lot.
having
Yeah, we learned a lot. I think I get your point now when you made a comment on the first episode, Ruti. We need a
Yes,
the other
perspective.
gender's perspective.
Thank you.
So yeah, we do at some point.
Yeah,
We do at some
because
point.
you guys pitch something that you seriously agree on because Kintoili experience is this species.
Yeah.
You get.
But
and
the
then-
thing is now, with our approach with that first ever episode, we knew what we were doing. Because men and women already know what women want for dates. Everyone already knows, but
Yeah.
no one has ever asked Uti, what do guys want? How do guys see
Yeah,
things?
true.
So that's what we're doing. We're approaching it from the guy's perspective
Yeah,
because that's a perspective that has never been shared before, or it's not likely to be shared.
Yeah.
So-
Otherwise-
I think
But-
just to be fair,
Yeah.
most of the times it's guys that go out and be like, can I take you out?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And there's never really time to check your side because you'll be preparing.
Yeah.
You'll be thinking of budget, their place, you know,
Yeah.
how to surprise me because you came to me. Otherwise, for those that actually shoot their shots and be like, can I take you out? You know, can I, as a girl telling a guy, then maybe we gonna check you on the other side. Go, okay, fine, what do you want?
I get you.
But then
But yeah, it's nice having another perspective. Because
Another
even
perspective,
us, we learn. Okay, maybe I thought I was right here, and now that's challenging my perspective, and I'm like, oh, okay, maybe I can reconsider whatever I
true.
believe.
And
So,
I picked up also those here, and I'm like, whoa, no,
Yeah.
I had it this way.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
So while it's cool episode, the first episode, I think whoever is watching this one should never forget to go back to episode 1.
yeah, they should
and
definitely watch
actually-
episode 1. And if you like this episode, drop a comment, drop a like.
Make sure you
and-
comment or
Below.
say something.
Yeah,
And just say your view. We have this lady just said whatever she wanted
yeah,
to say.
we'd like to hear
Yeah,
other people's views
Yeah,
because we can't
yeah.
cover everything.
That's why I kept saying personally and for some women because I can't speak for everyone. You know?
Yeah.
No.
And as we always say, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, take care of your pockets. This is the Empty Street Podcast, and we're signing out.
yeah.
Yeah, man.